Humanity is raising into five-dimensional consciousness. YouTube is filled with videos like that humanity is raising in consciousness, and we are all collectively getting into a higher vibration. And so that seems to be the case because channels like mine are getting a lot of traction on YouTube, and my videos recently got a lot of views on it. So I believe that humanity really is raising in consciousness. So I do believe that humans are waking up now too, but there are two sides to it. One side is that people who want to control their life, they're waking up to the law of assumption, Neville Goddard, esoteric teachings like those, and into unity consciousness, that we are all one. This is a dream in the mind of the all, or God, and we are sort of creating our experience with our mind. And there is a dark side to this as well. Just like this comment that I'm putting on the screen right now. This gentleman talks about a cult that is ruling over this world. And why are we not manifesting away from this, right? Why are we not manifesting these cults who are ruling over the world to denounce their power and humanity become unity again? Well, the dark side of waking up this process is that people are beginning to see all the corruption and all the suppression of humanity's higher level of consciousness that are systematically being done by these people that this gentleman calls a cult. And no, absolutely, this is a very valid question, and I have a feeling that as my channel progresses, as I gain traction with a lot of people, there will be people who will ask this question again and again, because there is a dark side to this reality. And in the Chinese philosophy, the yin and yang sort of explains that the darkness is always chasing the light, and light is always chasing the darkness, and there are two fish that are trying to devour each other. And I want to explain it with an example of Neville Goddard. In World War II, Neville Goddard was drafted to fight in that war. So he wanted to have no part in it, because once you awaken to this reality, you realize that this war and this lower level emotions, these animalistic tendencies to kill another to gain your freedom, is all beneath us. We are higher level beings. But Neville Goddard understood it, and he wanted to have no part in it. So what did he do? Did he manifest end of war? Did he manifest world peace? No, he did not. Because Neville Goddard understood something, that when a student is ready, the master arrives. But a master cannot go around raising people's consciousness who are not ready for it. The masses are not ready for this consciousness of unity, of no separation, of this higher level of creation. They're still dwelling on this war mentality, and we are tiny humans, we have no power, we have no control, and this we are giving so much power to our governments, and these governments are abusing us. Voila, what do you expect? But people are not ready. I'm not saying everybody is not ready. Now people are waking up more and more, but majority of people still are living their life in the old ways. And Neville understood this. You see, to manifest world peace, every single individual on our earth needs to raise their vibration to come into unity consciousness. This is why there are so many videos right now on YouTube that we are shifting into 5D consciousness, and I believe it's happening. People are waking up. And the dark side, as I explained, and there's another comment by this gentleman saying that, oh, I decided to manifest Russia, where Russia-Ukraine is going on. So again, Neville did not try to manifest world peace. He just imagined himself out of the war into his own apartment with his wife and his daughter. And that's exactly what happened. He got himself out of the war. Why? Because in our individual reality, we still have complete control to create the life that we want. But when it comes to the collective, then things get tricky, because collective, everybody has the freedom of choice. Everybody has the freedom of choice. Remember, God has given everybody freedom of choice. This is why the devil exists, or the evil people exist. When you have freedom of choice, you can choose good, you can choose bad. You see, freedom of choice. This is why when it comes to collective, people are not ready for higher consciousness. So when you will try to manifest world peace, a lot of people will reject it. A lot of people will reject it in their mind, because that's their freedom of choice. Therefore, you do not try to force higher consciousness on people who are not ready. You just spread your light for those people who are ready for it. That is why Neville started to teach law of assumption to people who are ready for it. Do you see the point? Jesus brought his knowledge to the world. How many people did he end up saving? Not many, right? You take the example of Prophet Muhammad of Islam, peace be upon him, right? If we take his ideology to be the truth, how many people did he turn Muslims? Buddha, you can take his example of Buddhism. You can take example of Krishna, Lord Krishna of Hinduism. People who are ready to be saved will come to your teachings. Not everybody. Because this is an individual journey of each soul. Each soul is on a journey to realizing who they really are, to going from higher consciousness to higher consciousness. But not everybody is on the same level, and there is no judgment. There is no judgment to that. But forcing down enlightenment to a soul that is not ready is a bad idea, one, and it's not gonna happen, second. But people are waking up. So I wanted to address sort of this dark side of this reality too, because I know that a lot of I will get more and more comments of such comments, and people will ask this question, that what about this war, what about this war, what about this injustice? And yes, it exists, and it can only be we can only rid of it if everybody on this earth starts to raise their vibration. They start to align with higher consciousness, and we cannot force it upon people. So what you can do, what I can do, we can spread the message. We can sort of ignite this fire in everybody, and eventually they will start asking questions, and eventually they will come to these teachings, and eventually we will start getting rid of these totalitarian controls of these governments and these people who are ruling the world behind the shadows. Otherwise, manifesting world peace is only possible collectively. An individual cannot do it. So just to clarify, but in this world, there is a collective reality and there is an individual reality. And in your individual reality, you have complete power to manifest what you want. Neville Goddard escaped a world war draft, which was near to impossible. They weren't letting anybody go. It was a war. People were dying. They had to take every man they could to fight in that war. But Neville Goddard got discharged honorably from a war. Do you see the power? So in your individual life, you can manifest anything. But don't get too involved in the collective, in trying to save the world in this way that you are trying to imagine for the world, or you're trying to pull up souls who are not ready to be pulled up yet. But rest assured, the earth is waking up. People are more, the amount of people who are asking the deeper questions now probably are more than ever. YouTube is a testament to it. There are so many videos about higher consciousness, or we are shifting into 5th dimension, earth is shifting into the 5th dimension, we are getting into the golden age of peace and love. And I believe there is a lot of truth to it, because now in this world of social media, people can see the bad very fast. The negative is out there in your face, so you cannot just look away from it. But again, try to save yourself first, then be the light for others, and spread your message of love and peace and higher consciousness to them, but don't try to force a soul that is not ready for your message. It is an individual journey of each soul, and we are here to learn the power of imagination and higher consciousness that was bestowed upon us. As Hermitres Majestus said, that man is given the gift of speech and mind, which makes him equal to immortals. What she's trying to say is that this gift of speech and mind, as Neville Goddard says, that our own wonderful human imagination is God. This gift of imagination, but to a lower degree, is the same as God. God imagines realm into being. We can imagine our reality the way we want it to. So we are here to learn this gift, and some souls are not there yet. They will eventually be there. So if we try to take the burden of saving the world, it's too much. It's too much. So just be the teacher for those students who are ready, and guide them. And you can manifest wonderful things in your life, and you can be the change first in your life and then for others. So this video was kind of a very philosophical, but I wanted to I don't want to ignore the dark side of this reality and the people who are waking up to the dark side. So I want to kind of pull them into this side as well, and kind of give them some direction, I suppose, some that, in my opinion, is the right direction to go into to advance as an individual soul and collectively as well. So this is it for this video, and then next time, bye bye.